Messages of Divine Purpose, the Angelic Visits to Zechariah and Mary. The Message to Zechariah. In the rugged terrain of the Judean hills near the ancient and holy city of Jerusalem lived Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth. They were righteous before Jehovah, adhering faithfully to all commandments and regulations. Yet their home was touched by sorrow, for they had no children, and both were well advanced in years, a source of quiet grief that lingered in the background of their daily lives. Luke 1, 6-7. It was during Zechariah's turn to serve as a priest before Jehovah in the grand temple of Jerusalem that the course of their lives changed dramatically. While performing his priestly duties, a duty that fell to his lot by the casting of lots among the priests, Zechariah was chosen to enter the sanctuary of Jehovah and burn incense. As the sweet smoke of incense curled upwards, symbolizing the prayers of the faithful rising to the heavens, the angel Gabriel appeared standing to the right of the altar of incense. The appearance of Gabriel, a being of celestial origin who stands in the very presence of Jehovah, was a sight so awe-inspiring that fear gripped Zechariah. Luke 1, 8-12. "Do not be afraid, Zechariah," the angel spoke, his voice as calm as a gentle breeze, yet carrying the weight of divine authority. "Your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you are to call him John." Luke 1, 13. This son, John, was destined to be great in the sight of Jehovah, filled with the Holy Spirit even from his mother's womb, and he would turn many of the children of Israel back to their God, preparing a people ready for the Lord. Luke 1, 15-17. However, Zechariah's disbelief at the possibility of such a miracle, given their old age, led Gabriel to declare that Zechariah would be mute until the day of the child's birth, a sign of the certainty and divine origin of his words. Luke 1:20. The Message to Mary. Some months later, in the northern reaches of Galilee, in the small and obscure village of Nazareth, the angel Gabriel was dispatched once again with a message that would alter the course of human history. This time, his divine encounter was with Mary, a young woman pledged to be married to Joseph, a descendant of David. Unlike Zechariah's initial fear, Mary's reaction was one of perplexity at Gabriel's greeting and wonder at what his words might mean. Luke 1, 28-29. "Do not be afraid, Mary," Gabriel reassured her, "for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall name him Jesus." Luke 1, 30-31. This child would be called the Son of the Most High, and he was destined to reign over the house of Jacob forever. His kingdom would have no end. Luke 1, 32-33. The message delivered to Mary was one of profound joy, but also great mystery. How could this be? Mary asked, considering she was a virgin. Gabriel explained that the Holy Spirit would come upon her, and the power of the Most High would overshadow her. Therefore, the child to be born would be called Holy, the Son of God. Luke 1, 34-35. Reflecting on the divine messages. As Zechariah returned to his home, silenced by his unbelief, yet filled with anticipation, and as Mary embraced her own astonishing call with faith, the impact of these announcements began to unfold. Elizabeth conceived as foretold, and Mary's acceptance of her role signified her faith and obedience to the will of Jehovah. Both women were bound by the common thread of divine intervention, each playing a pivotal role in the unfolding plan of redemption that would change the world. These narratives not only underscore the miraculous power of Jehovah, but also highlight the themes of faith, promise, and preparation that are woven throughout the scriptures. As Zechariah and Elizabeth welcomed John, and as Mary prepared for the birth of Jesus, the stories of these two great births remind us of Jehovah's meticulous planning and timing in the salvation history, each detail orchestrated from the heavens above.